Hello, all the bio students, 11th bio students, आप सब लोग कैसे हो? Come and join to the session. We will start soon. Be quick. आइए जल्दी जल्दी आइए. Come and join to the class. Come and join. All of you. All the 11th bio students. Am I audible? We can start the session soon. Come and join. Join soon. Hello everyone. Hello. Hi. Yes. Come and join. Come and join. Come and join. We will enjoy a lot today. Come on. Come and join. Okay, we can start. I think I am audible to you people. Okay, we are going to start. Hello, my dear bio students. Hi. आप सब लोग कैसे हो? Hope everything is fine. God is there to help you people all. Be safe. Stay at home. Enjoy. And enjoy learning also. A very good afternoon to everyone. So today we are going to discuss chapter 3, Plant Kingdom, part 4. Myself, Jalaja Sajeev, PGT Bio, KV BSF Camp, Chawla, New Delhi, in front of you. Hi Seema Sharma. You are from which school, beta? Acha, Janakpuri. Okay, good. Hi Seema. Listen carefully the live session. नोट सब कुछ बाद में पीपीटी दे के बना देना. Now you should listen to the class. No need to note down the point now. Listen very carefully. I am going very slow, I think. Okay, enjoy. Now Udit. Hello Udit. कैसे हो बेटा? उदित कौन सी स्कूल से है? उदित है आज? उदित कल एक क्वेश्चन पूछा मुझसे. वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन. Thalophyte, Bryophyte and Pteridophyte. When we are comparing these three plants, group of plants, in Thalophyte, their plant body is called a thallus because it is, we can't divide the plant body into root, stem or leaf. And coming to Bryophytes, we can say the plant body is thalloid, not a thallus. Thalloid means, oid means like, thallus like. But here the plant body is divided into root like, stem like and leaf like structures, not the actual root or stem or leaf. And coming to pteridophytes, they possess well differentiated plant body where it is divided into root, stem and leaf. Now, why this plant bryophyte, even though the thallus or the plant body is thalloid, it is thalloid, thallus like, not the actual thallus. Here we can go to a little bit more advancement in the plant body, that is root like, leaf like and stem like, but they show morphological variation. So it is not a thallus, plant body is not a thallus, but it shows the next level of evolution. It shows that these bryophytes are evolved from thallophyta. Clear? And further classification, so many other aspects like the types of reproduction, then the type of sex organs, multicellular sex organs, involvement of fertilization, zygote formation, embryo formation, like that, so many, and life cycle with the alternation of generations. So many such aspects are also taken into consideration for further classification. Clear? Okay. So now we are going to the part 4, chapter 3, plant kingdom. Before going to the actual session, see, you can enjoy an activity here. Match the following. It is a quick recap of the yesterday's topic. Try to answer. You know, for the first question here is Lycopodium. Lycopodium is an example of what? Which category of plants? Yes, it is a pteridophyte. Lycopodium, pteridophyte. Now, walking fern. Walking fern is matching with which option? Yes, come with your answer. Answer is Adiantum. Walking fern, that is matching with which option? Option Adiantum. Adiantum is known as the walking fern. Correct answer. Now Sorus. The third question is Sorus. What is Sorus? Sorus matches with which one? Which option? Group of Sporangia. That is called as this Sorus. Then Prothallus. What is Prothallus? Yes. The option is correct option. What is the shape? Heart-shaped. Heart-shaped structure present in the pteridophyte. It is the juvenile form of pteridophyte. Gametophytic stage. Now, Gemme. Gemme are seen in which one? Marchantia. It is a bryophyte plant. Liver buds. Cup-like structure. Bearing buds. That is called Gemme. Now, Antherozoids. What is the option? Antherozoids. The option is yes. Good answer. Male gametes. Now, the last question for you people. Archegonium. What is Archegonium? Yes. Very good answer. Female sex organs. So, these are some of the basic aspects that we have learned yesterday. Clear? Now, today we will go through these contents. Gymnosperm, their salient features, reproduction in gymnosperms, life cycle and alternation of generations, and the economic importance of gymnosperms. Now, coming to gymnosperm, see, gymnosperms are tracheophytes. You know, what is the first tracheophyte? Yes, come with the answer. First tracheophyte. Which group of plants? Pteridophytes. Very good answer. Why they are called as tracheophytes? Yes, they possess vascular bundles. Gymnosperms are also tracheophytes, but they possess seeds. Now coming to pteridophyte, it is a tracheophyte, but seeds are absent. Clear? In gymnosperms, They are tracheophytes, but seeds are present. So they are known as seed bearing tracheophytes. But they will not produce any flowers. इसमें कोई flowers नहीं बनता ये. Clear? So seed bearing tracheophyte without any flowers. That is 1 mark short question. Name a seed bearing tracheophyte without any flowers. Your answer is gymnosperms. Clear? Now, this is the most primitive spermatophyte. What is spermatophyte? Sperma means seed. Phyte means plant. So, spermatophyte means seed bearing plants. Plants that possess seeds. So, this is the first category. So, it is the most primitive one, not advanced. Primitive. So, most primitive seed bearing plants. Which one? That is gymnosperms. Now, come to this term gymnosperm. This term gymnosperm, the word that was coined by the scientist Theophrastus. You know Theophrastus? कौन है Theophrastus? क्या है इनका contribution? Yes, the first class we have discussed it. Father of botany. So, father of botany, Theophrastus, first introduced the term gymnosperms. Normally, suppose you are eating a mango. After eating the pulp, you will get the seed. But here in these plants, the seeds are naked. It is not protected by seeds are naked. No outer protective fruit wall. Hence the name gymnosperms. Gymno means naked. Sperma means seed. So these are the group of plants. They possess naked seeds. Why it is naked? Because they are not seen inside the ovary. So it is not protected ovary wall or fruit wall. Clear? Now, coming to the plant body. The plant body is diploid, having 2 sets of chromosomes, and it is totally independent. It is capable of doing its own nutrition, fixation, every aspect. And such a type of diploid plant body, that is a sporophyte. It will produce spores. Sporophyte. Spore producing one. Sporophyte. So, sporophytic plant body, and it is always diploid. Now, here you can see some of the plants coming under this category. That is, one is zygus. Have you seen this type of plants in your school garden? See, this is ovules. Or even you can see here the mature seed. You can see here in yellowish color. So, here the seeds are naked. No protective fruit wall. Now, there is a relationship between this particular group of plants with pteridophytes and angiosperms. So, they are coming in between pteridophyte and angiosperms. And these three are correlated. How they are correlated? Pteridophytes are tracheophytes. Vascular bundles are there. Then in gymnosperm also there are vascular bundles. And angiosperms also there present vascular elements. So all are interrelated. Pteridophytes shows seed formation habit. That a trend is there. Then coming to this actual seed formation is there. And in angiosperm also there present well developed seeds. again covered by ovary wall or fruit wall. So this is a group of plant that is intermediate between pteridophyte and angiosperms. So gymnosperms are intermediate between pteridophytes and angiosperms. Clear? Now, what are the different types of plants that are coming under this category? There are shrubs, and most of the plants are trees. Maybe a small tree or a tall tree. You know, sequoia plant, you might have heard about it. Redwood tree कहते हैं. So this Sequoia dendron gigantea, the tallest tree, and this particular plant is also coming under this group, gymnosperm. Now, their ovules, flower, they present an androecium and gynoecium. Gynoecium with a unit carpel, and that carpel possesses ovary, style, and stigma. And inside that swollen ovary, you can see the ovules. So such type of ovules, they are present here but not seen inside the carpel. That means carpel is absent. So since the carpel is absent, these ovules are not covered by any ovary wall or fruit wall. So ovules are not enclosed in carpel. So fruits are also absent. You know, after this fertilization, ovary of the carpel, that will transforms into fruit. Since here carpel is, there won't be any fruit formation in gymnosperms. Clear the point? Fruits नहीं बनता इस plants में क्या नहीं है? नहीं है. So ovules are exposed. They are not protected by on their life cycle. That means they are perennials. You might have heard about annual plant, biennial plant, and perennial plants. Annual means living for 1 year. They will complete their life cycle within 1 year. They produce flowers, fruits, seeds, and complete their life cycle within 1 year, and they will perish. Biennial means, by means 2. They will live for 2 years. And within that 2 years, they will produce flowers, fruits, seeds, and complete their life cycle. And here these plants are perennial. What is perennials? Live for many years. They can live for many years. So they will reproduce many times in its life cycle, produce these ovules, then seeds, like this. Now coming to this endosperm formation. Have you heard about endosperm? Yes, endosperm is formed inside the ovule. Ovule के अंदर tissue. That tissue is known as endosperm. अब इस endosperm का जरूरत क्या है? क्या चीज है? क्यों बनना है? So endosperm is nutrient storing tissue seen inside the ovule. Ovule के अंदर nutrients सारे स्टोर कर रखा है ये. ऐसा टिश्यूज को हम कहते हैं एंडोस्पर्म. एंडोस्पर्म इज फॉर्म्ड बिफोर फर्टिलाइजेशन से पहले एंडोस्पर्म बन जाएगा. अगर फर्टिलाइजेशन से पहले बन गया तो it will be haploid in nature. Very important short question. Endosperm is nutrient storing tissue present inside the ovule, and it is formed before fertilization. So in gymnosperms, The endosperm is haploid. Clear? But listen, in angiosperms, this endosperm is triploid. मतलब इसके अंदर 3 सेट क्रोमोसोम्स है. 1 सेट कहाँ से आ गया? 1 मेल गैमेट से आ गया. Then 2 sets from the polar nuclei. In the 10th class, you might have learned about this double fertilization aspect. So we will go to the detail in the next content area. In angiosperms, we will learn this aspect. So in angiosperms, triploid. But in gymnosperm, it is haploid. Now, why it is haploid in gymnosperm? Because it is formed before fertilization. Now, in angiosperm, it is triploid because they are formed after fertilization. Then, what is the function? In all these cases, the function is the same. That means it stores nutrients for the developing embryo. Clear? Now, plant body, coming to the plant body, it is well differentiated into roots, stem, and leaves because vascular bundles are present in the roots, in the leaf, and in the stem. In the entire plant body, they are present vascular elements, vascular bundles, xylem and phloem. So it is well differentiated into. Now, what type of roots it is? You know, adventitious root, taproot, fibrous root, like that. So here it is, taproot. Plants possess taproots. What is taproots? It is developing from the radicle, and the primary root that will grows deep into the soil, and it branches profusely, and such type of roots, well developed, deeply penetrating roots, that is called as tap roots. So here in the plant body, they are present tap roots. Now, see, here you can see the an example of a gymnosperm, cycas plant. You might have seen this type of plants in your garden. Here the plant body is well different, woody one, okay? Roots, tap roots, then stem is here, and so well differentiated plant body. Now, in some of the plants, you can see the roots are a special one, that is called mycorrhizal roots. Very important question. What are mycorrhizal roots? Mycorrhizal roots. Myco means fungi. Fungus is present. Rhiza refers to root. So there are certain plants, in its roots, the roots are surrounded by fungal filaments. So such type of roots are known as mycorrhizal roots. So roots of certain plants, for example, pinus and cycas, in gymnosperms, the roots are covered externally by fungal filaments. So such type of roots are known as mycorrhizal roots, or association of fungal filaments with the roots of higher plants, that is called as mycorrhiza. Now, so such type of roots, there is no need for any root hairs because all these are water molecules, mineral elements that will be absorbed by the fungal filament. So no need for root hairs. What is the function of root hair? Root hairs are present in the roots. They are meant for absorption. So that absorption function, that is done by the fungal filaments. So such type of roots, mycorrhizal roots, there is no need for any root hairs. Now, coming to the functions of mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza क्या functions कर देता है? Absorption of water and minerals. Then protect the root from root-borne pathogens. Protect the root from root-borne pathogens. That means it is protecting the root from disease-causing organisms. Then it will protect the plant from drought. What is drought? Sukhapan. Drought. Extreme high temperature. Then it increases the nitrogen fertility of the soil. Soil में nitrogen का amount बढ़ा देता है. So all these are the importance of mycorrhiza. Very important question for your exam. You can see mycorrhizal roots here. It is surrounded by fungal filaments. You can see here. So these type of roots, they are known as mycorrhizal roots. Now, what are the different types of mycorrhiza? It is a little bit addition. I think in your textbook it is mentioned somewhere. It is coming in the this aspect. So types of mycorrhiza: ectomycorrhiza and endomycorrhiza. Ecto means bahar. Fungal filament that is seen outside the surface of the root. Root का बाहर एक protective covering बना देता है. So that one is known as ectomycorrhiza. And the other is endomycorrhiza. Endo means inside. That means here the fungal filaments will penetrate into the root. It will reach us to the cortex tissues of the root. Root के अंदर cortex तक पहुंच जाता है. So such type of fungal filaments, such type of mycorrhiza, that is called endomycorrhiza. Now, they present at another root in some of the gymnosperms, that is called a coralloid root. Coralloid. Oid means like. Coralloid means coral-like roots. So coral, you might have heard about a coral reefs. In Rameshwaram, they present a coral island. Okay? So coral-like structures. So coral-like root, that is called coralloid roots. And this coralloid root contains cyanobacteria. What is cyanobacteria? In the previous chapter, you might have learned about this concept, cyanobacteria. Yes, blue-green algae. So it possesses blue-green algae. What is the importance of blue-green algae? They fix atmospheric nitrogen. So they are nitrogen fixing blue-green algae. They are known as cyanobacteria. So here the root possesses, inside the root, they are present cyanobacteria. So such roots are roots. And they can fix atmospheric nitrogen. So they will again increase the nitrogen fertility of the soil. So typical example of a plant, gymnosperm, that shows this coralloid root, that is cycas. Then coming to the stem is branched one or it may be unbranched. In some plants, for example in cycas, you have seen an unbranched woody and thick stem. But in pinus and cedrus, this stem is highly branched, profusely branched. It produces large number of branches. Coming to the leaves may be simple. You might have seen this pine trees, needle-like, narrow, elongated, ever. So leaves may be simple or it may be compound, and it is well adapted for withstanding the extreme temperature, humidity and wind. Extreme conditions को withstand करने के लिए there are so many adaptations. They possess see this coralloid root. Here you can see the structure of a coralloid root, coral-like, highly branched one, having cyanobacteria inside. Now, in coniferous plants, for example, pine trees, the leaves are needle-like. It is elongated, narrow, pointed, and needle-like. So, why it is needle-like? What is its advantage? It reduces surface area. So, loss of water from the plant is less. That means it reduces what? Transpiration. What is transpiration? Loss of excess amount of water in the form of water vapors through the stomata. That is transpiration. So since the area less, transpiration rate is also very less. Then this type of plants, they have a very thick cuticle. The outer waxy covering made up of cutin, that is called a cuticle. So cuticle is very thick on its surface. So again prevents water loss. Then the stomata are special here. What type of stomata? Yes, it is sunken stomata. Now what is sunken stomata? Stomata are seen in deep pits. Deep pits के अंदर बैठता है ये stomata. So एकदम से sunlight गिरेगा नहीं. So it can again reduce transpiration. Then coming to this, gymnosperms, they are heterosporous. Heterosporous means two different types of spores, microspores and megaspores. Small spores are known as microspores. Large spores are known as megaspores. So they are heterosporous. Now, spores, where they are produced? Spores are produced sporangium. Sac-like structure, जिसके अंदर स्पोर बनता है, उसको हम कहते हैं sporangium. Sporangium plural, sporangium singular. अब ये sporangium कहाँ बनेगा? Sporangium are seen in the sporophylls. Phyll means leaf. Sporophyll means the leaf that bears sporangium. जिस लीफ में स्पोरांजियम होता है उस लीफ को हम क्या कहते हैं? स्पोरोफिल. सो स्पोरोफिल्स बेयर स्पोरांजियम और उसी स्पोरांजियम के अंदर क्या बनेगा? स्पोर्स बनेगा. Now, कुछ प्लांट्स में, फॉर एग्जांपल इन जिम्नोस्पर्म, साइकस एंड पाइनस, here all these sporophylls, they are arranged spirally on a central axis. सेंटर में एक एक्सिस, सेंट्रल एक्सिस, उसके चारों तरफ स्पोरोफिल्स स्पाइरली अरेंज्ड है. एंड देन दे विल फॉर्म ए स्ट्रक्चर. एक कॉम्पैक्ट स्ट्रक्चर बनेगा. उस कॉम्पैक्ट स्ट्रक्चर उसको कहते हैं स्ट्रोबाइलस. STROBILUS, स्ट्रोबाइलस और कॉन्स कहते हैं. कॉन, स्ट्रोबाइलस और कॉन, स्ट्रोबाइलाई प्लूरल, स्ट्रोबाइलाई और कॉन्स. कैसे बनता है ये? बाय अरेंजिंग दी स्पोरोफिल्स ऑन ए सेंट्रल एक्सिस in a spiral manner to form a compact structure, and that compact structure is known as strobilus or cones. Clear? So there are different types of cones, male cone and female cone. Here you can see on the left side you can see the male cone, compact structure, and here this is the female cone. See, male cone is smaller in size and female cone is larger in size. These are the sporophylls. See here, each one is a sporophyll. They are arranged spirally to form a compact structure. And this compact structure को हम कहते हैं cone. Clear? Now, see here, this is also cone, female and male cone. In which plant? Cycas plant. So this is the female cone. These are the sporophylls. See here, you can see very clearly the sporophylls. And these are the ovules. ये ovule बाद में seed के रूप में बनेगा. Clear? And this one is the male cone. Clear? Now, so male strobilus that possess microsporophyll. That means all the microsporophylls are arranged together and forms which cone? Male cone or male strobilus. तो माइक्रोस्पोरोफिल है तो उसके अंदर का स्पोरांजियम को क्या कहते हैं? माइक्रोस्पोरांजियम. सो मेल कॉन strobilus bears microsporophylls and these microsporophylls bears the microsporangium. Then microsporangium के अंदर बनेगा माइक्रोस्पोर्स, और दूसरा नाम क्या है? पोलन ग्रेन्स। माइक्रोस्पोर का दूसरा नाम है पोलन ग्रेन्स। Female strobilus or female cone that possess megasporophylls. Mega means large. Female cone is larger in size because it is the megasporophylls are large. They are arranged to form a cone, that is female cone or female strobilus. और इसमें कौन सी स्पोरांजियम आएगा? मेगास्पोरांजियम। दूसरा नाम क्या है? ओव्यूल। मेगास्पोरांजियम और ओव्यूल, मेगास्पोरांजिया प्लूरल। देन मेगास्पोरांजियम के अंदर कौन सी स्पोर बनेगा? मेगास्पोर्स। क्लियर द पॉइंट? सो माइक्रोस्पोरोफिल bearing microsporangium that produce microspores or pollen grains. Now female cone, megasporophyll that possess the sporangium megasporangium or ovule, और उससे बनेगा spore megaspores. Okay, now you can see here male cone in the case of pipes. See, a central axis is here, and around this central axis there are so many microsporophylls. These are the microsporophylls and it bears microsporangium दिखाई दे रहे हैं, that is micro बनेगा, that is microspores or pollen grains. Clear to you? See the pollen grains, they are winged pollen grains. In some of the plants it is winged. It can, because it is carried by wind. Then female cone or female strobilus. In some of the plants, these two cones, male cone and female cone, they are born on the same plant. एक ही plant में दोनों cones बनेगा, male cone and female cone. For example, pinus, and in the case of cycas, they are born on different plants. That means they present a separate male plant and separate female. Now, or megasporangium that produces megaspore from a cell. Which cell? Megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell undergoes reduction division or meiosis and forms 4 haploid megaspores. Now, here you can see the female cone, longitudinal section of female cone. Here on the right side you can see the female cone, then iska section. Here you can see so many large sized megasporophylls arranged on a central axis in a spiral manner. And these megasporophyll, they possess the ovule or megasporangium. Clear the point? Now, I have already told you megasporangium के अंदर spore mother cell है, diploid है, and it undergoes reduction division or meiosis, and it produces 4 megaspores. Out of these 4 megaspore, 3 will degenerate and 1 will becomes functional. 3 degenerate होगा, केवल एक functional रहेगा. That functional 1 megaspore that develops into a multicellular female gametophyte inside the ovule. Ovule और megasporangium के अंदर एक सिंगल जो मेगास्पोर फंक्शनल था, वो that one develops into a female gametophyte. Now, उस female gametophyte के अंदर 2 to 5 आर्चिगोनिया डेवलप होगा. See, ओव्यूल और मेगास्पोरांजियम के अंदर फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट डेवलप हो गया. कहां से डेवलप हो गया? एक सिंगल फंक्शनल मेगास्पोर से डेवलप हो गया. उसी के अंदर, उस फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट के अंदर कितने आर्चिगोनियम तक डेवलप हो सकता है? 2 to 5. Now, is archegonium ke andar? What is archegonium? The same definition. It is the female sex organ. So, female sex organ, archegonia, and it is flask shaped one. उसका बेसल पोर्शन स्वलन है, उसको कहते हैं वेंडर, VENTR वेंडर, और अपर एक शॉर्ट नेक होता है, इलोंगेटेड पोर्शन नेक. और वेंडर के अंदर देयर प्रेजेंट एन एग और ओवम. You can see here, this is the archegonium. It is a flask shaped structure with the swollen base. That swollen base को कहते हैं vendor. Then there is a long neck, and vendor possesses the egg or the ovum. Here, see, these are the male gametes that is coming for fusion. The pollen grains or microspores produced from the microsporangium. They are released when they get mature. They are released from the microsporangium. Microsporangium will break and pollen grains are released. They are carried by wind and it will reach us to the ovule. It will reach us the ovule or megasporangium through an opening, a narrow opening. That narrow opening is known as micropyle. Ovule का narrow opening को कहते हैं micropyle. तो micropyle से pollen grain ओव्यूल के अंदर और मेगास्पोरांजियम के अंदर आ जाएगा. See, here you can see the structure of an ovule. Ovule or megasporangium. See, and it possesses a tissue. Inside that ovule or megasporangium, there present a tissue. That tissue is multicellular one, homogeneous. That is called nucellus. Nucellus कहते हैं इसको. Nucellus के अंदर से then this nucellus is covered by what? Integuments. Protective covering, that is called integuments. Two integuments. Our integument will produce a narrow opening. That opening is known as micropyle. Now, inside this, one particular megaspore mother cell, nucellus में से एक megaspore mother cell that enlarges from this micropylar region, and it forms the it undergoes meiotic division and it forms 4 megaspores. And out of those 4 megaspores, I have already told you, 3 degenerates and 1 becomes functional. That functional one forms the female gametophyte. ये अंदर का जो structure है, that is called female gametophyte. Now, this female gametophyte, in all these cases you can see. So, female gametophyte possesses how many archegonia? Minimum 2, maximum 5. So, 2 to 5 archegonia it develops inside the female gametophyte. Clear? Pollen grains are carried by wind and it enter into this ovule or the megasporangium through this micropyle. Pollen grains will germinate and it produce a long tubular structure, and that tubular structure that is known as pollen tube. Pollen tube carries male gametes, and these male gametes, they will fuse us with this pollen tube that will enter through the micropyle, enter inside the archegonium, present inside the ovule. Then the male gamete fuses with the egg seen inside the archegonium and forms the zygote. That means fertilization takes place. Then the diploid zygote that will develop into diploid embryo by mitosis. And after this fertilization, this particular ovule that will develop seed. So fertilized ovule is called as seed. Now, here you can see the life cycle and alternation of generation. देखने में आपको confusion लग रहे होंगे, but it is very simple. Listen carefully. We will go to the other slide. You listen this one first, then we will go to the diagrammatic one. This is very clear for you people. See, first we will write what? Gymnosperm plant. It is sporophyte. It is diploid. Clear? Then it produces two cones, male cone and female cone. Clear? Male cone is made up of which sporophyll? Microsporophyll. Female cone is made up of megasporophyll. Because female cone is large, so megasporophyll. Then microsporophyll में कौन सी स्पोरांजियम होता है ये? माइक्रोस्पोरांजियम. क्लियर टू यू? एंड फीमेल में कौन सी वाला? मेगास्पोरोफिल में कौन सी वाला आएगा? मेगास्पोरांजियम. देन कमिंग टू दी मदर सेल्स. माइक्रोस्पोरांजियम के अंदर माइक्रोस्पोर मदर सेल, डिप्लॉयड वन. मेगास्पोरांजियम के अंदर कौन सी वाला बनेगा? मेगास्पोर मदर सेल. Clear? Then this microspore mother cell undergoes reduction, division or meiosis and forms haploid microspores. Clear to you? Then megaspore mother cell undergoes reduction, division, forms haploid. कितने बनेगा? 4. 4 megaspores and 4 microspores will be formed from the mother cells. Mother cells are diploid, so it undergoes reduction, division, meiosis, and the chromosome number is reduced to half in the spores. Microspore mother cell से microspore मिलेगा. One microspore mother cell by reduction, division or meiosis produces 4 haploid microspores. And coming to megaspore mother cell, one megaspore mother cell undergo meiosis and forms 4 haploid megaspores. Clear to you? Now, microspores और दूसरा नाम क्या है? Pollen grains. They will germinate. After release, they will germinate in the ovule, and that will be forming a tubular structure, and that is known as pollen tube. Pollen grain से बनेगा tube-like structure. That tube-like structure carries the male gamete. So इसीलिए उसको क्या कहते हैं? Pollen tube. Pollen grain से बनेगा tube, so called pollen tube. And what it carries? It carries the male gametes. Now, coming to megaspore, what change happens to megaspore? 3 degenerate होगा, 4 बन गया, चारों में से तीनों degenerate हो गया, और एक रहेगा functional. वो enlarge होके उसमें से क्या बनेगा? Female gametophyte. That means ovule के अंदर और मेगास्पोरांजियम के अंदर फीमेल गैमीट बेयरिंग स्ट्रक्चर बनेगा. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट. और उसके अंदर क्या बनेगा? आर्चिगोनियम. और आर्चिगोनियम के अंदर क्या होता है? ये एग. सो एग और फीमेल गैमीट बनने के लिए क्या चीज चाहिए? ऑर्गन आर्चिगोनियम. और आर्चिगोनियम कैरी करने के लिए कौन सी चीज? फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट. फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट कहाँ बनेगा? Inside the ovule or megasporangium. Now, male gamete and female gamete fuse and forms diploid zygote. And this zygote undergoes mitotic division. Chromosome number remains the same in mitosis. So it undergoes and forms what? Embryo. Now, embryo will develop into the new plant. Clear to you? So, this is very important 5-mark question for your exam. For all the exams, till your final exam, you will get 5-mark questions from this life cycle. Either bryophyte, या pteridophyte, या gymnosperm, या angiosperm. It is a very important question for your examination, 5 mark. Clear? So go through this schematic representation. Clear to you? Now we can go to that diagrammatic representation. See, this is the gymnosperm plant. Which cone? Larger one, which cone? Yes, it is female cone. And the smaller one is male cone. Now, female cone से कौन सी वाला बनेगा? माइक्रो, sorry, female cone means is megasporophyll. Megasporophyll के अंदर megasporangium which possess megaspore mother cell, reduction division or meiosis. Megaspores are produced. 4 megaspores, 3 degenerate and 1 becomes functional. Now this functional megaspore से क्या बनेगा? Female gametophyte. Female gametophyte के अंदर क्या बनेगा? 2 to 5 archegonium. Archegonium के अंदर क्या डेवलप होगा? Agorovum. Clear? Now coming to the male cone, smaller in size. इसमें what is the sporophyll? Microsporophyll. माइक्रोस्पोरोफिल के अंदर क्या बनेगा? माइक्रोस्पोर मदर सेल undergoes reduction division and forms pollen grains. Now this pollen grain develop into what? Pollen tube, and fuses with the egg present inside the ovule and forms diploid zygote. The process is fertilization. Diploid zygote then develops into diploid embryo by mitosis, multiplication, division. And this ovule, this fertilized ovule that develops into a mature seed. And the embryo will, on germination of the seed, the embryo will develop into a seedling. You can see the plant, new plant. Clear? So the plant is again diploid. Clear to you? Now you can see some of the plants. Identify the plant. Which is this one? This is cycas plant. Now this one is profusely branched plant, that is, see, it's a cones you can see here. These male cones. This is the plant that is known as ginkgo. Now coming to a quick revision, a recap what you have learned. Okay, ready to answer? It is an interesting session. Okay, come and join. Dash is a tracheophyte without flowers. Flower नहीं है but tracheophyte है. कौन सी है? That is, yes, gymnosperms. Then give us some examples of gymnosperms. बहुत सारे example है. Cycas, Pinus. Then dash are the roots covered by fungal filaments. अगर रूट के बाहर फंगल फिलामेंट है तो उसका नाम क्या है? उसको क्या कहते हैं? That is, yes, come with answer, mycorrhiza. Now cycas has dash roots. साइकस प्लांट में रूट में साइनोबैक्टीरिया है. सो उस रूट को क्या कहते हैं? कोरलॉइड रूट्स. कोरलॉइड रूट्स. Cycas begins with a C. Coralloid begins with a C. Correlate and learn. 1 mark short question. Cycas plant has coralloid roots. Then coralloid root के अंदर कौन सी algae होता है ये? That is blue green algae, cyanobacteria. Function nitrogen fixation. Then coming next question, spore bearing leaves are called dash. Leaves है और इसमें that particular leaf will bears the spores. So spore bearing leaves are called as sporophylls. Good answer. Sporophylls are arranged in groups and that groups are called as dash. अभी हमने देखा है male cone and female cone. तो sporophylls arranged in group प्रिसाइज स्ट्रक्चर, दैट प्रिसाइज कॉम्पैक्ट स्ट्रक्चर को क्या कहते हैं? कॉन, और दूसरा नाम क्या है? यस, स्ट्रोबाइलस. नाउ ओव्यूल इज कॉल्ड डैश. ओव्यूल को क्या कहते हैं? ओव्यूल का दूसरा नाम क्या है? लार्ज इन साइज है. कौन सी स्पोरांजियम? मेगास्पोरांजियम. क्लियर? वेरी गुड आंसर. और I think you have enjoyed the session. Now your assignments. Yes. Name 2 gymnosperm plant. You know the answer. आधे रात में भी पूछा तो बताएंगे भी हैं. Okay. What are strobili? Strobili क्या होता है ये? That is, the sporophylls are arranged in groups and forming a compact structure. That compact structure को कहते हैं strobili or cones. Give an example of a plant that has a coralloid root. Yes, cycas. What are mycorrhizal roots? Roots surrounded by fungal filaments. The last question, very important 5-mark question for your exam. Try to learn and try to write. That is, typically represent the life cycle and alternation of generations in gymnosperms. That is, gymnosperm कैसे लिखोगे? मेरा साथ साथ बोलो. That is, gymnosperm 2n sporophyte. Male cone, female cone. Microsporophyll, megasporophyll. Microsporangium, megasporangium. Microspore mother cell, megaspore mother cell. Reduction, division or meiosis. Microspores or pollen grains, megaspores. Then माइक्रोस्पोर से क्या बनेगा? पोलन ट्यूब. मेगास्पोर से क्या बनेगा? फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट. फीमेल गैमेटोफाइट के अंदर आर्चिगोनियम. आर्चिगोनियम के अंदर एग. पोलन ट्यूब के अंदर क्या है? पोलन ग्रेन से क्या बनेगा? पोलन ट्यूब. पोलन ट्यूब के अंदर मेल गैमीट. दोनों फ्यूज होके जाइगोट, जाइगोट से एम्ब्रियो, एम्ब्रियो से प्लांट. कितना आसान है, बहुत आसान, वेरी इजी. So our time is over and our session is over. Hope you all have enjoyed the session. So stay safe at home. Enjoy and learn. Develop your hobbies. May God bless you. Bye.